Cześć, dziś obejrzymy film na temat legendarnego pojedynku, legendarnej rywalizacji sonicfoxa z Perfect Legend. I tutaj widzicie już na ekranie, no troszkę może ucina, ale zaraz będzie wszystko widać. 13-0. Historia jest taka, w skrócie, że sonicfox i Perfect Legend mieli spinę. Perfect Legend uważał, że wygra z sonicfoxem. sonicfox uważał, że wygra z Perfect Legend bez problemu. I uznali, że zagrają FT10, które to skończyło się wynikiem 13-0. Cały ten set to jest jakieś 45-50 minut, więc uznałem, że zamiast oglądać ten set, to spojrzymy sobie na film od The Score Esports. No i oczywiście link do tego znajdziecie w opisie. Zaczynajmy.
In fighting games, legacy means a lot. It's something that can be defined by an incredible play.
Legacy to jest czasem doświadczenie, czasem to jest wyrażone przez szacunek do jakiegoś gracza, bo coś osiągnął, co na przykład miało wpływ duży, tak, na społeczność. Albo właśnie taka długoletnia rywalizacja. Teraz się przewróci, tak, to jest to, gdzie ta Ewa, gdzie Justin Wong się tam zrolował. A, to jest to, kiedyś wam pokażę osobno. Turniej w Guilty Gear na Evo, Łoshiga wstał, myślał, że wygrał, a nie wygrywał. No i jest. A to jest to, co widzieliście już, a jak nie, to znajdziecie tam Alex Valle kontra Bonczan. Znajdziecie na moim kanale.
Fighting game is something so great.
To jest 2015
However, for a three-time
rok,
Evo
pierwsze
winner
Evo
like
w
Carl
Street Fightera.
Perfect Legend White, getting recognized isn't the problem. It's getting respect. Because back in 2015, Perfect Legend's old school trash talk invoked the wrath of a rising star that refused to give him any.
Teraz już sonicfox w tej czapce nie gra za bardzo, ale się gdzie pojawia. Perfect Legend, nie wiem, czy tutaj będzie w tym filmie informacja o tym, ale on był 2 razy zwycięzcą jakichś mega dużych turniejów, nie pamiętam, czy Evo, czy ESWC w Dead or Alive. No i też bardzo dobrze radził sobie w Mortal Kombat.
And what started as a small online feud between two Mortal Kombat greats quickly escalated into an incident that would become something far bigger.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't hear about it.
So how did it...
Tak, tutaj Perfect Legend rozumiem, że rozmawiał z nimi i no mówi, że ludzie mu to wypominają. No tak samo jak ludzie śmieją się z Evo Moment 37 i tam podsyłają różne linki Justinowi, no chociaż tutaj w przypadku Perfect Legend to jest pewnie trochę bardziej przykre.
Twitter beef turned into a widely recognized meme, and how in the hell did Perfect Legend get 13-0'd in a first to 10?
Come on, PL, you should walk away now,
Hey,
homie.
I'm
You
not
should
done.
just go home, bro. You're not gonna come out of this looking good.
Alright, so if you're unfamiliar with the blood and guts underworld of Mortal Kombat esports, let me introduce you to the man, the myth, and the meme that is Perfect Legend. He's an OG fighting game player from Toledo, Ohio, known for showcasing some flashy moves in-game and out. But it was back in 2006 that Perfect Legend really introduced himself as a force to be reckoned with, when he won his first EVO title playing Dead or Alive 4.
Ale to było wtedy słaba jakość mikrofonu, czy nagranie po prostu.
Perfect Legend shifted his attention to Mortal Kombat,
Nie wiem,
cementing
spoko sobie
himself
radził.
as one of the
Kumglał.
best in the scene by claiming back-to-back EVO titles in
Znaczy, spoko sobie radził, no. 2 razy wygrał Evo. To w ogóle on ma koszulkę, o której kiedyś mówiłem. Ja też taką koszulkę miałem. To była koszulka Matkac, taka lekko odblaskowa. Tutaj może nawet troszkę widać.
2011 and 2012.
Here you go, C Junior with another opportunity.
Kumglał, jedna z najlepszych postaci w 9.
This is gonna be a huge combo right here. No.
Piękny pamięć jeszcze.
Perfect
jeszcze trochę mind game'ów i cyk.
Evo 2012 Grand Champion.
But for as long as
Tam
Perfect
drugi był
Legend
chyba
has been
Foxy Grandpa.
recognized as a top player, he's also developed a reputation over the years for speaking his mind, whether it's about the game or his opponents.
To
I
jest
grew up in
wokalny
Georgia,
gracz.
right, where everyone talked trash and they're over competitive. Like that's where I grew up in, and that's me. I'm just competitive. I would say that I'm blunt. I'm not gonna lie to anyone. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Since 2015, Perfect Legend's name hasn't been tied primarily to any of his accomplishments or to his attitude. Instead, it's become synonymous with a fateful match that has ascended into, well,
Coś
legend.
fantastycznego.
You see, Perfect Legend's troubles began on Twitter when he drew the attention of Dominique sonicfox McLean, a fighting game prodigy that burst onto the
Ale
scene
młody
in
tutaj.
2014, capturing
10
two
lat temu.
EVO titles before the age of 18.
Anything will do it. Pull your dragon tattoos out. They're glowing.
MK10.
On the Caltron. Wow. Very, very nice. All he needed was that little. Wow. I think we can put to rest. He's the best.
Anyway, the beef between the two EVO champions sparked after NetherRealm's community manager tweeted that you could use any character to win in MK, a position that Perfect Legend didn't exactly agree with.
And what they did is they used Sonic to cite their source of you can win with whoever. And I was like, Sonic won with Katana, but Katana got like
I
maybe.
w ogóle też dziwna sytuacja, że community manager wdarł się w takie legitkie pyskówki. Yeah, but everyone said Kitana was better than the Sonic Fox won the tournament. I think anything is possible.
A laundry list of buffs. Before
Czyli teraz Perfect Legend napisał, że no, bo on wygrał dlatego, że ludzie nie znali jej, więc no, to nic wielkiego.
that event. And Sonic caught wind of the conversation and I guess initially began to think that I was trying to discredit. So then we started talking trash and things escalated.
Now, Perfect Legend's original tweet may not have been targeted at sonicfox, but it was on. Both players agreed to play an exhibition match at Summer
Winner character variation locked, any character I'll body your shit.
Jam 9 to settle the
O $100, $100, więc no.
dispute, and the event
Nie aż tak
began to
dużo.
generate some serious buzz. Now, when you face another player in a tournament setting, you typically play a short
O, a tu jest, tu mamy tekeniarzy.
set involving a maximum of 3 or 5 games. But the
That's
first
cool.
to 10 is a fighting game tradition that changes that.
You know, first to tens, one of the reasons why a lot of people like first to tens or kind of, you know, treat them as super important is because it gives people a chance to adjust and it makes sure
No, a wtedy
that
10
people feel
są
like
fajne,
it's
chociaż
more
no,
accurate in terms of who's a better player.
mogą
As Sonic
być
Fox arrived for
męczące.
the match, they promised a clean 10-0 and easy money for those who had side bets riding on the flashy furries win. And even though the original challenge on Twitter was about Aaron Black versus Kung Lao, Sonic Fox was allowed to set the terms, so they picked Kitana, a bad matchup for Perfect Legend's Kung Lao.
Although I think Sonic Fox is a heavy favorite, I definitely want PL to win because, you know, love him or hate him, and PL talks, people listen, especially about Mortal Kombat.
Right.
They definitely listen.
Now, the first round seemed to promise a very close set.
Okay, all right. All right, Perfect Legend looking good.
Oh, man, wasted the EX there, and he ducks the teleport and gets the chip kill. Okay, so that was a pretty close first round. That was very important to establish on both sides.
But after a few rounds, and some absolutely brutal Kitana combos from Sonic Fox, things were starting to look pretty bad for Perfect Legend.
Oh my god, and all unbreakable right now, all unbreakable. Stop! Stop!
Brutality.
40%, almost 40% unbreakable. He jumped back once,
And they were about to get much worse.
Jesus Christ.
Again. Ooh, the stunner, the shimmy.
Teabagging w blok i taką mega karę.
This is bad. This is bad.
Piękny bijatyk. I jeszcze teabagging w brutality. Ała. A
Obviously, we have somebody
tamten,
figured out like that.
jejku, jak się nazywa ten amerykański gracz od Sub-Zero? Kurczę, już nie pamiętam. Tom Brady, o.
Like, you know, at one point, it gets kind of into a pattern, and you kind of see the same thing over and over again. And fighting games are about pattern recognition after all. So, like, at a certain point, I was like, oh snap, like this might be like 10-0, like about halfway through.
Man, we gotta watch
Oh
this.
my god, yeah. You have to watch this.
Finally, after finding himself down 9 games, it looked like Perfect Legend might rally back. But that hope disappeared very quickly.
Oh my God.
Young man
The
is
disrespect.
wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed the match.
Yeah.
I don't think it lived up to the hype, but I think we may have learned something here. I'm sure that Sonic Fox is going to
No
make
i
some kind of
10-0
pop-up.
będzie,
Doesn't really
ale
matter.
Did we really learn anything?
widzicie
That
ile
wasn't
ten
the
film
end.
trwa,
No,
to nie
Sonic
będzie
Fox wasn't
wszystko.
satisfied with just a decisive victory. They wanted to rub salt into Perfect Legend's wounds.
You're really good with kanal, but I can name 2 that are better with each variation, which I said before with DJT.
Oh no!
And
You're
Foxy
gonna
Grandpa.
pop off and then you're gonna shut out of Sonic Fox.
And
That's
you
not
had to
right.
run your mouth
No.
on Twitter saying you would body
stop
me.
it.
And I told you,
Oh
I
my
would turn over the
God.
shit out of you. Did I not say I would turn over?
Anyone else would have probably swallowed their pride,
Anihilacja.
taken the L, and gotten the hell out of the building as fast as they possibly could. But Perfect Legend isn't like everyone else. No, instead, he decided to make things infinitely worse.
All right, first off, Sonic Fox, I want you to let you know, like I've have many times since I've talked to you, you are fucking godlike. I've been saying that to you forever. I'm not done. I have never, ever said he was a bad player. I never said he sucked. I said his fundamentals were bad. I did say that.
PL. Come on, PL. You should walk away now,
Hey,
homie.
I'm
You
not
should
done.
just go home, bro. You're not gonna come out of this.
Go home and be a family man, tak?
To me, I'm like, dude, I'm done. Like, we just played a long set, whether I got watched or not, because I didn't even get to the point I was trying to make. But it doesn't matter at this point. Big E came on stage. He was like, well, play right now.
And it was in that moment that Perfect Legend made a decision that he would never live down. After being given a thorough beating in front of the electric Philadelphia crowd, he volunteered to sit down and take another.
Then I was in another position where, well, if I don't act on this, I look like maybe a punk or something to them. So I was like, well, crap, I'll play again. I don't care. It was not that big of a deal to me.
But unfortunately for Perfect Legend, Sonic Fox swapping characters did very little to change anything.
No właśnie, Aaron Black. I to jest ta postać, o której Perfect Legend mówił, że jest słaba.
Why? Why did you do this to yourself, Perfect Legend?
Oh man, that 2-1 series, man. You're just working him now.
It's so
Meter
bad.
burn is pretty much over, man. He's cow trapping. In case he gets to the face, he might die due to cow trap ship. But it didn't matter. You just trip guarded him. Oh my God.
Jeszcze po
That may as well be the
drodze
fatal. That may as well be the
teabagging.
fatal, right?
Masakrę, co on robi.
Perfect
God.
Legend, come on, man. Come on, dog. One game, please, bro. People are chanting 13-0 in the venue. Are you serious? Sonic Fox is asking for the chance.
And Sonic Fox was more than happy to oblige.
Yo, oh man, he might lose here. And now, Sonic Fox, all the meter in the world. Does not cancel the command grab this time. This time he tries to jump. Gets tagged. It's over. It's over.
That was supposed to be his round, dude. Oh my God. And the
Jeszcze brutality.
Make it stop. Make it
Just
stop.
because?
Make it stop. Make it stop. I mean, like it was kind of like a passing the torch moment, so to speak. Like at that point in time, Sonic Fox was literally almost unstoppable. Like at that game at that point. So I kind of felt like it was a foregone conclusion.
Perfect Legend lost 0 games to 13. And the FGC responded by memeing on the whole situation, and even his name, immediately. Hell, even Lupe Fiasco joined in on the fun.
See, people had an affinity of seeing champions like fall and fail. Like no matter what, they love seeing it.
No.
They like seeing the rise of a champion, the fall of a champion. I just so happen to be the one falling on that day to them.
In the years that have passed since the incident, Sonic Fox has gone on to cement themselves as arguably the greatest multi-game competitor the FGC has ever seen. Their 13-0 in this infamous first to 10 is but a footnote in a legacy
gracz,
that continues to grow with added
bijatyki.
silverware. But for Perfect Legend, the incident is far more than that. It's transformed into a haunting joke that has sadly become defining. This 3-time EVO winner isn't celebrated for his greatest achievements. Instead, he's endlessly reminded of his most public failure.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't hear about it. That since that day, there's not a single day, unless I turn my entire phone off and don't go on the internet and stuff, I will hear about it. I can be debating a topic that has nothing to do with fighting games, video games in general, and people will bring up 13-0, like to dehumanize me or something. Like I can't have an opinion. I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous, you know?
But in spite of all the ill will that is regularly thrown his way, Perfect Legend remains as committed as ever to fighting games. He's still competing regularly, organizing events, and he might not have added another Evo title to his trophy cabinet, but there's still time for him to remind everyone that he was a legend before he was turned into a meme.
It happens, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, I don't think PL story is necessarily over, and like there's certainly time to like rewrite the history. I mean, although at this point in time, yes, that they will be thinking about PL. At the same time, just the fact that they're bringing up his name every day, even though he got body, like, definitely cannot be a bad thing. That cannot be a bad thing. You definitely spin that.
There are people who are living through me in that moment, and I get that. They're invested. I understand. You know, I appreciate them for caring about the scene and just the sport of what we're doing, because that in itself is beautiful. So like, that's dope. Outside of all this, that we created something amazing, I think.
I think the pause is just slightly too long between the lines.
Okay.
Dobra, to wszystko w tym filmie. Dajcie też w komentarzu, czy wiedzieliście o tej rywalizacji, co o niej myślicie. No i jeśli jest jakiś film, który chcielibyście, żebym wam na moim kanale przedstawił, no to również proszę o informację. To wszystko na dziś. Dzięki, do następnego. Cześć.